Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. I have a song in my head, Gemini. It came in like literally as I sat down and I started picking out the cards I was going to use for your reading. And to be honest, it started playing in my head. I thought, oh, I love this song. So I pulled it up on my phone and started playing it. It's a song by Dolly Parton. Here you come again. Just when I was about to get myself together, you waltzed right in the door, just like you have before. And I wanted something about you wrap my heart around your little finger. I don't know. So that's what I got. I don't know if that's like you feeling that about someone or someone feeling that about you. Here you come again. Just when I was about to get myself together, you waltzed right in the door, just like you have it there. All right, so Gemini, I'm going to do a reading for you. Oh, it seems like a lot. All right. I'm supposed to do past, present, and future energy for you. So okay, but I'm seeing it sounds like a lot because I picked up a deck I have not used in a very, very long time. The Starman Tarot. I love this. I probably should have put my glasses on for this. Probably gonna be a lot of this in the reading because the artwork, there's so much information that comes in with this. So all right then, let's come in. Sit down, get yourself a cup of whatever. Get ready, Jum. We go. We're going to start with, starting with the Wild Unknown Oracle deck, going into the Starman Tarot, and then I have my teeny tiny Everyday Witches Tarot, and I am going to just say it right now. I got more wax in my mouth than I think there is in like a candle museum. So I woke up this morning and something in my braces has been digging into my mouth on this side all night. It woke me up, the pain, like cutting into my face. I've got wax in here. And then, see, if you don't know, most of you probably do, I have these metal bars here, one here, and then one up here. And I got to put wax on them because they hurt my tongue. So, and a lot of times when I eat, the wax kind of goes down with what I eat. So that happened this morning. And then I went to do something with my tongue. I go, trying to get some food out. Oh my God. So the wax was gone from here. I moved my tongue and literally that soft, loose skin under your tongue got snagged on a sharp piece of metal. It really hurt. So I'm just saying right now, if you're like, why don't you talk clearly? Let me tell you, you put this much shit in your mouth and you try to say stuff. So hopefully I've got enough room for words with all the wax that's in there. 5 more months. 5 more months for the metal bars on the inside of my mouth is what I've been told. Well, he told me 6 months, and that was in December, and now we're in January, so I'm going to take that as 5 months. Okay, Gemini. Let's get ready. Past, present, and future energy for you. It's general, too, so you know what? It may or may not resonate. If it does resonate, you're drawn to it, there will be an extended. The link to that will be at the top of the description within this video. All right, let's see. Past, present, and future energy for Gemini. Here you come again. I can't get that out of my head now. Just when I was about to get myself together. Well, look at you. Wow, you've got a balance of fire and water going on here. Interesting. Okay. All right. Okay. Gemini, what I'm getting here with the three cards and the underlying card that has come out right now. You have had like a focus, an intent on something. Yeah, really focusing, really being intent about something. What that is in your life, I don't know. It could be many things. You know, it could be some sort of study. It could be a person. It could be a career. It could be, you know, a new piano. A new piano. That's a weird thing to have come into my head, but I don't know, maybe. But there's something here. And what's really interesting too is you have 2 elements that have showed up as fire, and then you have 2 that have showed up as water. So there's a lot of emotion and passion, and in the past, and it goes right through the present, the future. You continue with this this passion, this drive, this emotional focus. But okay, so in the past, right, like this is like that card. I really feel like your eye on the prize, and you really are qualified for whatever this is that you have your eye on here. Like it's really, it really could be yours. It's kind of got that feeling like kind of meant to be yours. I just, you know, apex predator, there's really no one else going to take this but you probably, if you can maintain your focus on it. So, okay. So then presently though, then you go into a very watery element here. And I don't know if it's almost like maybe starting to second guess yourself, just a little bit about this energy that you had in the past, pulling away from it a little bit of second guessing, a little bit of humming and hawing, because with the stingray, I feel like it often has to do with like your backbone. So a sense of confidence here. So having the confidence to go after what this is that you want, that you've got your focus on. You don't take your focus off of this, whatever this is. So in your watery element, in a watery element right now for you, and the underline too is like a focus. Deepen your emotions here. Both of these are watery. Again, you're still like an apex predator, because I tell you, if the tiger gets into the water with the crocodile, I don't know, it could go either way. I really think it could go either way, and it probably, if the tiger's in the water, the crocodile has a better chance of winning. So you're still showing up like in this energy of something that, yeah, you know what, if anyone's going to take this, it's probably you. If anyone's going to get this, going to achieve this, it's probably you. But now I think your emotions, I think when you get kind of into the emotional realm, that's where you feel like, oh, I need to be a little more confident about this. It's kind of weird. Okay, so then in the future, you have the elephant. You have elephant. And elephant is going like, it's got the fire energy again. So there we go. We got that drive. We got that passion. And this is like a step-by-step approach. I'm going to walk through the darkness. I don't have a clue what's 5 steps ahead of me. You know what, really, do any of us? Do any of you really know what's 5 minutes ahead of us? You don't know. I'm freaking out. Freaking myself out. Okay, so, but yeah, just lighting your way, seeing what I can see, doing what I can do, and getting myself there. Now, this is a big ass elephant. I kind of picture it like a rogue male. It reminds me of a drawing that I did of an elephant years ago, and it was called The River Runs Dry, and it's a big rogue male, and it's a very similar drawing. It's crazy actually how similar it is, but I drew this about 15 maybe 20 years ago now. I don't know what it is. And it does, so this reminds me of a rogue male, that energy, and they are big. If you've ever seen some of the footage, nature documentaries, there's some interesting ones, how these actually rogue males come to play socially in elephant herds. Now, the elephant herds are always, and I'm feeling more African elephant, so I'm going with that. Just bear with me here. This is the energy that I'm pulling in. I told you it's going to go deep, and we've got this to get into as well. So typically the herds are all female and the young. And I think at some point, the young males, when they get to a certain age, they're pushed out of the herd. It's just like there's be a matriarch, and she runs this herd of females. So most of the time you see the males come in when there's females in heat, and they'll find the herd again. But, you know, they're always kind of on the outskirts. I saw an interesting program where this herd of elephants with the matriarch, they had been traveling quite a distance to try to find food. There was some sort of a drought, and it was getting to the point where a lot of the foliage that they could reach was eaten. They got to, so the matriarch used her memories, her knowledge to lead the herd to, you know, a stand of trees where they should have been able to reach the food, but they got there and they couldn't. They couldn't reach it. And it literally was just like a few of the elephants stood on their hind legs, even their trunks, and they were just out of reach. And then the funny thing was, as they walked further into the stand of trees, there was this big rogue male elephant there. So this is an interesting the way this is all coming in, like whether you're male or female, I see you showing up in the future, being observant to some sort of need that needs to be fulfilled. That's how you're going to get, that's how you're going to have the confidence to get whatever this is that you want, that you've really got your eye on some kind of a prize here, and your confidence is the one thing that you're working on. The key to your confidence is having something that you can offer to, I don't know if it's a group, if it's a dynamic, but you see, this rogue male, he could see that they couldn't reach. And, you know, probably some of these calves and younger elephants were probably some of his offspring, and knew all the women really well. But you know what he did? He got up and he pulled branches down for them. It was fascinating to watch. He literally pulled branches right off the trees and dropped them on the ground for this herd of female elephants and young ones to be able to eat. And then he went on his way. I think he did. But it's really fascinating. That's not something that you often hear about or see about with a rogue male. Usually they're just depicted out on the outskirts and they're not doing anything really much except breeding and musking when they get all hormonal and crazy. So, I don't know, maybe you get hormonal and crazy sometimes. But I see you in the future. What gives you the confidence that you're working on right now is that there will be some sort of a need outside of you, but you have some sort of capacity to fulfill this need in others. And that gives you confidence because it shows you your value. It makes it really obvious. So there's going to be some sort of situation in the future where your value, what you have to offer, what your skill set is, what you're capable of reaching, will be needed. And it could be something, I'm telling you, because it's tarot, it could be something as simple as you know how to open a new pickle jar. I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. It could be that simple in your life. It could be something much more monumental too, right? So, here you come again. And that's kind of, maybe that's kind of that energy too of this elephant. Like that rogue male. Here you come again. Just when I'm about to get myself together. Almost right in the door. Like you had before. All right. I'm going to pull out, I'm going to try. Let's see what the tarot does. One card for each of these energies. Oh, look at you. Wow. You got some strong cards. Really strong energy right now. Yeah. Even the bottom. You have Justice and the High Priestess. Whew. Wowza. Heart and mind. Combining the heart and mind to allow the waters to flow. Combining your heart and your mind, your intellect and your feelings to allow your feelings to flow. You have for the tiger, look, you have the King of Swords. That's full on you. And look at this. This is the King of the Baboons. That's pretty, yeah, baboons too. I don't know who would win that, a baboon or a tiger. They're vicious. They are. But it's, okay, I don't know if on some levels too, there's something that you've had to contain within yourself. There's a sense of that too. With the King of Swords, like really sitting in a very controlled state here. Like not letting your emotions out in any way. Having your eye on the prize. Strategizing. Like tigers are really good strategists. They'll watch prey. They'll try to understand the prey. They'll see the people in the small village. They always go into their little boats at 8 a.m. So guess we'll all be on the shore at 7:25 in case they go out early. Like it's that kind of energy that you've had in the past here. King of the baboons. I just keep hearing that. I mean, he's just sitting behind there. He's electrified. Almost holding kind of like your unique power back. Holding your unique power back here. Because he's holding this baboon. But, and I feel like part of this unique power is a very primal part of you that you can control really well. And you've been doing that in the past. And what is this? Because this is such a primal power. And it's just, it's not running, it's not leaping, it's just standing there staring. It's intense. You've controlled your intensity. You were controlling intensity in the past. Now, yeah, look at this. This is your key. The stingray, where you are right now, the stingray, all these chakras lighting up too. I think that's really kind of a healthy explanation of where you are as well. But what's going on is you are seeing yourself very clearly. You're seeing your situations clearly. You're having a greater understanding of self and how you connect that self to things outside of you. And actually, it's more a sense of, and it feels like a sense of the final part of an explorative cycle. And in this is some sort of level of confidence, that you're really about to shine through. And that's funny, right? Because look at the Death card is what you've got here with the elephant. You have all major arcana except the King of Swords. Justice, the High Priestess, the Sun, Death. Yeah, wow, yeah, going through a birth process. So when you go through this birth process, like kind of becoming something different, somebody different from who you were in the past, I do feel like you're bringing with you all of the experience, all of the knowledge, all of the capabilities, good and bad traits that you see in yourself. You're bringing all of that with you. And you're going to utilize it in a way where it allows you to show up. I'm just really getting like it allowing, like that whole story of that elephant. Like coming out, like being rogue, being on your own, being singular. And then like coming into a group, coming with a group. And showing up in really helpful and beneficial ways. Like really, it's almost kind of life-saving. So, yeah, almost kind of life-saving. It's got the kind of the energy too of like a social worker, a psychologist, a doctor, King of Swords as well, like a very professional. But coming like, yeah, a very, very holistic way. I mean, it was kind of life-saving the way that rogue male was able to pull all those branches down so that that herd could feed. Yeah, and you see the Justice card? Like in one hand she has a brain, in the other hand she has a heart, and then she's all lit up in the middle, which is what's going on with you right now. You're about to really light up, but I feel like you're going to contain it a bit. And maybe that's some sort of sense of control that you've been mastering. Ooh, that's what this feels like. It's a sense of control that you've been mastering. Because this elephant, it feels like taking all of this, almost like explosive energy, the sun, the chakras lighting up, the electricity flowing through the body, like taking all of that and just using it to guide forward. Just like being able to compress it and expand it as you need it to be. I think that song is about you. Here you come again. It's like about you, and almost like you walking through doors again, you walking into places again. But it's coming in a very different energy here. Having completed some sort of a cycle when you are walking again. Walking again. I don't know if somebody's hurt themselves and they've been laid up a bit too with that. But the High Priestess, all I'm really getting with this is water flowing. It kind of has the energy too of like abundance, green man energy, producing like a lush environment, producing a lush environment. Watching the time. I have to drop my new glasses off at the optometrist because one of the arms is too loose. It was like that when they got it. But I guess the frame came from Austria and they've been waiting to get a tool to do the right thing with the frame. And I have to be there at a certain time because of the way things are here right now. And I just drop it off to them and I go, and then they call me when I can come and get it again. But it got me thinking too about like, you know, how far things really are. We kind of, our world in some ways in the last 100 years has become very small. But it doesn't take much for like something like a small tool from Austria to take almost 3 months, 3 months to get here. Is it? Yeah, 2-3 months to get here. Maybe it's taken you a long time to get where it is that you're going to end up, but you're going to end up there. King of Swords and the Tiger. Knight of Swords. Ah, look at this. It kind of feels like holding yourself back, trying to contain yourself, trying to hold yourself back. So you've been working on this for a bit. The Stingray and the Sun. 8 of Pentacles and the 6 of Pentacles. Wow, it really feels like you really shine with how you show up. It could be work with the 8 of Pentacles, could be how you show up at work, what you have to give, how you share your resources, your knowledge, your information, just what you put your work into. And like if it's not like your actual work, your 9 to 5, your bread and butter with a splash of gravy on the side, that's weird. Why am I hearing that? I'm hearing bonus, so I don't know if somebody needs to hear that. Something about a bonus. Anyways, now that threw me off. Why is that coming in? I don't know. Yeah, I just heard that. So it could be like, what are you putting the most work towards right now in your life? And maybe it's you, or maybe it's a project, maybe it's an idea, maybe it's a creative endeavor. But whatever it is, this is really starting to find what it is that you have to give here and how you can show up and just amazing things that it produces. Elephant and the Death card. Oh, I'm being told to shuffle it again. Okay. Three of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, and the 6 of Swords. Oh, I'm really getting with this, like hearing some sort of a calling. Yeah, like how you show up. This really feels like to me almost, I don't remember if that elephant was tooting her horn or what she was doing, or it was just coincidence that she ended up in this grove of trees with this this rogue male who actually she knew really, really well. They knew each other really, really well. So like almost like some sort of history here. Here you come again. And then like being pulled in either by something that draws you in, something that you've known from the past that tells you, you know, this is a good place to go. Like my memory serves that if this place has run out of toilet paper, this one will have it. Just kind of like that mindset. But then the Three of Cups with the Six of Swords, this kind of has that feeling too of bringing in some sort of celebration, like going into some sort of direction here that it's celebrated. Being very celebrated. Until then, you have the Devil at the bottom, but that reminds me of the energy of that group of elephants that couldn't reach the food. Being kind of, you know, trapped in the circumstances of life and having to try to get their way through it. I mean, you could show up as either in this reading too, right? Like energy can be reversed. It could be someone in your life in the future that kind of shows up like this for you as well. That's what I got. That's what I got, Gemini. So there you go, my friends. I'm going to go do the extended. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.